Well, pockets of Calgary seem to be handling the latest downturn better than others. In fact, according to Sam Correa, homes in Strathcona have recently been selling in less than 2 weeks and well over list price, Sam?
That's right. Yes, it's been a surprising twist in this market. We've just recently, last week, had a home listed for $895,000 and had 3 offers within the first week. All of them were over $900,000, and it was a firm sale today at $941,000.
Wow, and so I think we've got some video of the home that we're talking about. So anything stand out with this home to sort of create that kind of buzz around it? Because really you would not expect that given the climate right now.
Well, this is actually an original owner, built in 1987 and rebuilt about 10 years ago. And everything was redone on the exterior, interior of the house. It's situated on the ravine, and it makes it really coveted location. So it's pretty ideal spot. What's really interesting to note is this actually makes the highest sale ever in Strathcona at $941,000. There's only been 2 homes ever sell over $900,000.
Right, and this area, of course, right in your sort of wheelhouse.
Yes.
So why do you think that's happening?
Well, what's very interesting, and I used to live in Strathcona myself, there's a real shift now where a lot of people, because of the market and the economy, instead of spending over $1 million, they're actually, this market of $800,000 to $900,000 is creating a bit more urgency. And I think people are now just spending a little bit less, which actually makes this little area here even more desirable.
Yeah, we're looking at now sort of some visuals of the neighborhood. You mentioned the ravine. There are lots of shopping and that kind of thing. I mean, what are some of the things that stand out for you with Strathcona?
So it's about 23 acres of a ravine. And definitely the schools is the big one. As the schools are becoming quite full on the west side, the 2 schools in the area are becoming even more sought after, where you can walk to the school. So a lot of these families are wanting to move in. Young families walking to the school is definitely a big one.
You talk about the history of this community. Is it older, newer? It looks like there's some pretty big trees. It looks fairly well established.
Yeah, so it was annexed from the city in 1956. The Haddock family originally owned most of the area, and in 1980 it was developed. So most of the homes are from 1980 to till about 2001 being the newest in Lower Strathcona.
Investment point of view, I mean, for people that are looking at that when they're buying a home and maybe they're deciding between a couple areas, what sort of is your thought on how good an investment it would be in Strathcona Park?
I think this is, especially with the new C train, proximity closer to downtown, there's 3 or 4 homes listed right now under $500,000 in this area. And certainly you don't need to spend $1 million to have one of the best houses in the area. Great proximity. Obviously the homes are not as new, but really matured location, matured landscaping, and it's the area that's in this market is increasing in value.
And we're seeing it there, and you touched on it briefly. You like this area for families?
A lot of young families, mostly because the school's close by. And so if you have a young family and want to walk to the C train, this is the area right now that most homes are selling within 2 weeks recently, which is a surprise. But definitely there's a couple homes on the market even today.
Very cool. It's great to kind of get to know an area. I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, RE/MAX's Sam Correa. For more information, head to samcorrea.ca.
The Market, sponsored by Sam Correa of RE/MAX House of Real Estate.